He just said there, just to get to control that bit, you know, you're just 1 second away from a tantrum at times.
Cruiser, lay it down for Judd, who forces it forward. Nice step by Symes. In the end, he gave it to Stevens, chipping wide. Walker. Now Walker's going to go the big switch to Rutten. Again, the outlet kick is to Riley. He's been used 4 or 5 times in this quarter.
The running carry and gives to Moran.
He's got Van Berlo in the corridor, ignores that, and goes over Moran, deeper towards...
Gee, that's a bad option.
It was a poor kick, but it was poor thought process.
Yeah, Moran was, 15, 20 metres in front of him, had about 3 chances to give it to him. If you're not going to kick it to him, you have to find the target when you carry the ball like that.
Edwards, busy. Symes, tip at the target. Jamison with him, did enough to force it to ground. Dangerfield, holding the ball.
He just had prior opportunity on that occasion and was probably holding the ball up. Yeah. He probably did the right thing, just looking for an option to give it off. There was nothing there. By the time the good tackle came, it was too late.
So Thornton now for Carlton, down by 2 goals, 6 minutes remaining, first quarter. Huge crowd here at Amy Stadium. Otten. Again, Edwards involved. They spread it back to Riley, who looks up and spots McKay.
Douglas.
In a hole Douglas can play on. Here comes Jared Waite, though. Douglas took his time. Numbers, though, for Adelaide.
Waite's done something wrong here.
I reckon he's hyperextended his knee on that occasion.
Well, Goodwin, in the meantime, finds Paul Pleasure. Waite yet to move. Let's hope it's okay.
No, it just doesn't look good at all. He's come down with a straightened knee, and I reckon we'll have a look at the replay here. He's reached for the ground.
Oh!
Yeah, that's no good, that left knee. Bit of a hyperextension. I'm no physiotherapist. It just that comes under the bracket of not good, though. So it'll be very interesting few minutes to see how young Waite comes out of this one. But that is a very ugly sight.
Paul Pleasure still on that perfect record of set shots, Alistair.
He has not missed one all year.
And it continues. Another goal to Adelaide. They're out to a 3-goal margin.
And I think that is very good news for the Adelaide Crows, but I think the story of the moment is more this injury to Jared Waite. He's jumped over the top. That left knee has straightened out when he's hit the ground, and looks like there is some sort of hyperextension.
I think this is the worst sign there.
That's no good. No, that is very, very bad news. And he'll be straight up the race to be assessed by the doctor and the physiotherapist, but fingers crossed for Jared Waite, but it doesn't look good at this stage.
Good news for Adelaide, bad news for Carlton. Jared Waite up the race. We'll get the latest from Lee Colbert shortly, but the Crows out to a 3-goal lead. The crowd is alive, it's pumping. And Paul Pleasure kicks his 21st for the season. Cruiser. Hard bodies in there. Edwards is everywhere at the moment. 10 disposals for him. Joseph goes to ground, punch forward by Russell. Again, numbers around the ball for Adelaide. Doughty back to Thompson. Switch of play to Rutten. This is good movement. Measures the pass. Stevens, look at them go here. Riley went the wrong way. Edwards has kept going. They haven't spotted him yet. Otten back in board. Stevens needs to find a target. Dangerfield is the target for him. Overcame Bauer. Cruiser kept going. Bauer back in board.
Well played, Bauer. Left his man to kill the contest and then was involved by hands to get the ball out of the defensive half.
2-on-1 hit, Carlton advantage paid. Judd. Favola 1-on-1 inside 50. Got a bad bounce. Judd missed the target. Adelaide to mop up.
Chris Judd has had 2 disposals for the quarter. The Adelaide Crows are doing a fantastic job on the premier midfielder in the competition.
I'll tell you what, I hate this behind the play too, because Fev has not moved from the spot where he missed that mark and did not chase at all. This is the problem with Brendan Favola at times.
Great grab by Thompson. Edwards gets it back from Van Berlo. They move forward again, and Bauer in the right spot once more for Carlton.
Fev
might be out of petrol tickets, Tony.
Well, no, it wasn't petrol tickets. It was inclination. An inclination that said, I don't want to chase because the ball didn't hit me on the chest. And that was Chris Judd who kicked the ball in. So captain wouldn't be happy to see that, I wouldn't think.
Doughty doing a fantastic job on Chris Judd. Doughty has had the 8 disposals. As I just touched on, Judd just the 2.
That is an amazing stat, isn't it? That is an amazing stat.
And has not hit the target with either disposal. Oh, well, sorry, he's 1 kick to miss the target.
Chance for the Crows again. Van Berlo into the middle. Otten gets a poor bounce. Oh, he steps around Wiggins. Goodwin. John Cock further wide is Riley. Now he's in some space. Time to measure the kick. Missed his target. It was Tippett. On the rebound, Brown. Benefit of the doubt. Good tackle.
Great tackle. That is the difference in this game. That is
high there.
The difference in this game is the inclination for the Crows to tackle pressure and help each other. Just leave your man to put that pressure on.
Carlton, though, with numbers here. Murphy, the crummer. He's tackled well by Vince. The Crows continue to apply the pressure as McLeod shapes up.
Well, they're just going to need to get reward for this pressure that they're putting on the Adelaide Crows, though. They've 3 goals, 3, and to 3 points. Inside 50 is 16-7. Their efficiency inside 50 still is not good, and when they're getting in there, they haven't been able to maximise their opportunities.
Brown sharing with Thornton. The run comes from Murphy. Hands off. Yarrant stepping. Once, twice. Gibbs under pressure. It's got to use Murphy, who's got some pace to run away from Marriage.
But nowhere to go.
Favola tight on the boundary. Gibbs, there's the 1-2 again. Favola, no one to kick to. 75 metres from goal. Hits it in hope. And kicks it out on the full.
Well, their forward structure, they have to leave 2 players at home at the moment because every time they look back, they look up from coming through the wing. It is 4 or 5 to 2 or 1. And Fev's getting frustrated with it, so he's not far away from exploding, I would think, Brendan Favola. And it's probably not his fault at the moment.
Yeah, it just seems to be a little bit of lack of consistency to the structure of Carlton's forward line. They're pushing big numbers behind the ball at times and just don't have options forward.
Good pick up there from Austin, but Paul Pleasure stays in the contest. He wants to hold it in, he wants the ball up.
Well done.
And he gets it.
Good attack on the ball once again. Every time that Carlton have the ball in their hand, they've put on enormous amount of pressure under enormous amount of pressure from the Crows.
Stevens can't go anywhere. Another tackle with just over a minute remaining. Adelaide will be desperate to get one more to sort of balance up reward for effort.
Yeah. Well, they do need one more. That is for sure. Inside 50 still going the way of the Crows. 17-8.
Tippett. Involved again. Brown. Back to Stevens. Murphy. Gives it back to Stevens, who tries to measure the pass to Simpson, but just touched over.
They've nearly had 50 more possessions. Oh, sorry, 40 more possessions, which is another player in a quarter. So you're right, this lead isn't big enough for the way that they've dominated this quarter.
From the throw-in, McKay with the clearance. A look-away handball. Doughty again. Gets plenty on this. Long ball. Douglas is coming, but standing in the way, Brown. Carlton with the switch. They haven't been able to find anyone free through the middle of the ground. And they've turned it over again, and Riley, who's a pretty good kick, he is kicking into that breeze that Lee Colbert talked about, but I think he can get home from here.
Yeah, I think he certainly can with the journey. It's just he's just got to hit it right, and probably be the left-hand goal post where he's got to set it up. But once again, and the poor disposals from the Carlton side all comes from the pressure that's been mounted across the ground by the Adelaide Crows. Left post, I would have thought, is the starting point.
Dying seconds of the first quarter. Adelaide by 3 goals. Riley from outside 50. Left post, Alistair. That's exactly where he hit it. A good quarter by the Adelaide Crows. A sellout crowd. They're up on their feet. They're happy. They've started well. Quarter time here at Amy. Adelaide 3-4-22. Carlton the 3 behinds.
And there we can see Satanta Halpin, who didn't make this game, of course.